A lot of new Etsy and print-on-demand stores fail within their first few months on Etsy. And being an Etsy and print-on-demand coach and working with many students now, I have seen a few common occurrences for those stores that are currently failing and how to get them out of failing to being successful. And there's really only a few habits slash mindset shifts that you need to go from a unsuccessful print-on-demand and Etsy store to a highly successful and thriving Etsy and print-on-demand store that can grow to 5 to 6 figures plus in 1 year alone. And some of these things may surprise some of you who are new to the online business space, and some of these things may just be something that you've heard me say in multiple videos now. But if you have any of these mindsets or habits that you currently are doing, hopefully this video breaks you out of those, and we're gonna jump straight into those reasons slash mindset shifts you need to make to be successful with your online Etsy and print-on-demand business. Here we go, guys. The first reason and mindset problem that I've seen a lot of new print-on-demand store owners have is they expect instant results and instant sales overnight, or the next day, maybe once they post a listing. They look on their statistics and they keep refreshing the page to see a visit or a purchase. And this is one of the biggest mindset adjustments that you have to make as a new business owner, especially on Etsy. Most stores on average get their first sale within a month to 2 month time frame, and that is organically. If you're trying to get a sale through social media, maybe ads, you can get a sale within your first week or two. But again, the whole premise is when you're a new business owner, a lot of the times you're testing certain elements. You're testing different designs, different niches, different product types, especially with print on demand. So a lot of people expect that instant gratification and instant success, but that's really hard to achieve on your first month or two on Etsy, because again, you're just experimenting and you're playing around with all these different elements when you first begin as a business owner. And you will see results if you keep in mind that generally, if you want to get that organic traffic on your Etsy store, it does take time. The second mistake that I've seen a lot of new Etsy and print-on-demand business owners have with their mindsets is they are not taking this whole process as a trial and error process. And one thing that's really important to note is a lot of business owners who make over 6 figures to even 7 figures and 8 figures, those type of business owners take their businesses as a trial and error, and they try to learn the best they can. And I did want to say I did get this specific idea from one of my students in the past that I've worked with, Michelle. I'm not going to announce her last name, but Michelle and I have worked together for a little bit now, and she's one of my successful Print on Demand Academy students that I've worked with one-on-one, and she's grown a really successful and thriving print on demand business. And I remember when I was working with her, Michelle said, "Oh, hey Heather, this is a trial and error business." And I realized that when I began my Etsy and print on demand business, that was one of the things that I knew immediately going into it, that my first design wouldn't sell, and the second design wouldn't sell, the third design wouldn't sell, and most of my designs when I first began were probably going to be a flop. But that's the whole point of Etsy and print on demand, is you're putting so many listings out and you'll eventually see a sale if you keep trying to learn and grow and try different things. And like my past student has said, Michelle, I love when she said this business model is trial and error, and you have to trial out all of your different designs, all of your designs on certain products. Maybe you might not have a bestseller design on a t-shirt, but what if you took it to a mug and that became a bestseller? That's something that you need to realize as a business owner. And even if you're doing print on demand, if you decide to do drop shipping, if you decide to do a handmade business, this is all things you have to factor in and realize that this is all testing out and experimenting what products really sell for you and how to monetize on this type of business model the best you can that fits and suits you and the designs you're best at and the products you're best at marketing. I try to remind everyone, but my first 50 listings on Etsy did not sell at all. And that's something to consider as well, is if you are a new business owner, again, just expect to not really get that many sales when you first start out, because it is a learning experience and process. And once you learn what really works for you, that's when you really start to scale this type of business model, because you know what sells over time and how those types of designs are really doing in the market and the type of saturation of specific markets, if that makes any sense. So definitely keep designing away and don't let it discourage you if you don't get a sale in your first month or two and you're not really seeing any traction yet. Again, it's trial and error, and that's a mindset shift that you do need to make as you become a new Etsy and print-on-demand business owner. The third mistake and mindset that I've seen with a lot of new Etsy and print-on-demand stores that ultimately do not make it with Etsy and print-on-demand is they post under 100 listings and they expect to see a lot of organic sales. They expect to see a lot of organic traction. And something that's been proven time and time again on Etsy is with Etsy, it's such a wide and large marketplace. There are 4 million sellers plus on Etsy, and there's 80 million buyers. So there is such a large market that is shopping on Etsy. And one thing to really note about that is in order to reach your market and your audience, you have to post a high volume amount of listings on Etsy to really see organic growth and organic traffic come into your Etsy store. So that's something that's really important, and that's why you have to post generally over 100 listings to really see a few organic sales a day. And that is the reality, especially if you're selling in more higher saturation products such as t-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs. There's just so much saturation in those specific product types. So you do have to post over 100 listings to see a result of daily organic traffic to your Etsy store. Again, to add on to that, that goes with the second mindset shift and mistake I've seen with new Etsy sellers is that this is a trial and error business model that you are learning as a new business owner. A lot of people who go into print on demand don't have previous experience in business. And the thing about posting a few listings compared to 100 listings plus is you are gaining so much experience as a business owner that you have mastered print on demand over a period of time of uploading so many listings on Etsy. So that's something to consider as well, is not only are you learning how to design and all the different products you can sell with print on demand, but you're also gaining that experience and knowledge and learning so much more through posting on a consistent basis and posting a high volume number of listings in your Etsy store. So guys, if you fall into any of these mindset mistakes, so to speak, then hopefully you realize by the end of this video that a successful Etsy and print-on-demand store takes persistency, consistency, and time. And that is the honest truth of growing and raising an Etsy and print-on-demand store from 0 sales to 5 to 6 figures in sale volumes per year. These are the mindset shifts and adjustments that I have taken on through my years on Etsy, and I really do think that's what created my 6-figure Etsy and print-on-demand store. And I also teach all of these types of mindset shifts and adjustments and laying out the basics and foundations of a highly successful print-on-demand and Etsy store in my Print-on-Demand Academy. So if you guys wanted to check that out, it is in the links in the description below. But besides that, I have a lot of free content on the internet as well. I have an Etsy and print-on-demand crash course. I'll link that again below. So if you are very much just starting out with your own Etsy and print-on-demand store, you don't know the basics and the foundations and where to really start with an Etsy and print-on-demand store, I created that course for free, and it has a bunch of lessons and training modules on how you guys can start your own Etsy and print-on-demand stores today. Again, it's completely free, link in the description below. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button, comment down below with any questions you guys may have. Your questions may show up in my future videos, and I might base a whole video on one of your questions, so don't forget to comment down below on those. And besides that, stick around for my blooper reel, and I'll see you guys in my next video here. I just rolled over my toe. Oh. So, filming's not going well today. If anyone's wondering, it's already not, it's not off to a great start. Let's roll into the video, guys. So, I'm eating my hair now. I'm eating my hair. Just gonna adjust just a little bit. So, taking a moment to let my brain recoup.